Ooh, all that serious music. Right. So, that's a bit on the loud side. Oh, excuse me a second while I get a remote control. There we go. That music is a little bit quieter now. Just something in the background. Hello, everybody. If you're with me right now, if you're watching on the replay, hello, watching on the replay. Oh, right. So, here we go again, Monday night, and this time I'm doing some traditional inking. This is for my book, Only Death Can Save Us. I just had the trailer up. The campaign is currently live, so we're at the 4th of October. The campaign went live on the 1st, and I'm up to just about 74 backers, which is fabulous. I am so pleased. Thank you, everybody, for backing the book. I'm obviously hoping I'm going to get more return backers, but you know, the campaign is young. We've still got a month left at least. Hiya, Doris. Thank you very much for coming to see me. Yeah, we've not got anybody from YouTube, from Facebook tonight because they've got their own issues over at Facebook land. So I'll just get on and maybe turn that up a little bit. Just a little bit of doopy doop in the background. So I'm just going to ink the main bit. As you can see, I've got some other ink pages in progress on the board. It's nice to show people progress of what I'm doing, but at the same time, you don't want to give too much of the book away. So I thought I'd do something where it was just D. And this page is where he's in the halls of eternity, which is basically his hangout. That's where he guides souls to nirvana, where his base of operations is, as it were, for the reality sphere. That's what we call the universe, as well, the multiverse. In Only Death Can Save Us. We've come up with that name recently, actually, but we've come up with that name because we don't want to call it a multiverse. I don't want to have multiverses and multiple characters as such. What I want is effectively a reality sphere whereby consciousness is king, and all the opportunities and options that consciousness bring and choices. And effectively what it is instead of a multiverse, you've got a reality of choices. So they can be chronological in nature, they can be emotional in nature, but they end up giving you different outcomes potentially. But we all live in the same reality sphere that we build a reality for ourselves, and that's the reality sphere effectively where consciousness is at the base, not matter. And that's the world, that's the environment that D does his work in. Although his work has now expanded to saving the reality sphere, which he did in the first book with the help of Chrissy. And I can't really tell you too much about what's going to happen in the second book, because obviously I don't want to give that away. But there's more saving the day going on. So who we got here? Hey, Jim. Nice to see you. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Just put that up for everybody that I was reading. So I will bear that in mind. So as you'll see from what I'm doing here, I use a mixture of brush pens from a sort of a hard fiber nib brush pen. This is great because it has got a great hard nib and it's good for detail, because I don't want to use those fine liner pens. I just don't like using them. I don't want that kind of line in the work. But this gives me quite a lot of control close in. So I use anything from that to this one, which is my favourite pen. Very close to the Pentel one, which is this one. I have a thicker one than this as well, which is wonderful for really thick, fat lines. Hi, Amanda. Thank you very much for stopping by. So I'll just drop some of these spikes in. For everybody who's new to me doing this, I am crap at talking and working at the same time. I think that's something to do with my being a bit old, but also being a bloke. Guys are not very good at doing more than one thing at once. I certainly aren't. So you can see the line I'm getting from the pen is quite cool, considering it's a fiber tip. You get quite a lot of line widths and variations. Hi, good day, Power Core. Ooh, ooh, lots of hot takes there. I don't think anything's really a hot take on that. This, if you're new to this stuff, to Only Death Can Save Us, this is effectively like Bronze Age stuff, Marvel and DC, mostly Marvel from back in the day. It's the stuff I grew up with. Cosmic sort of superhero-y kind of nut job fun stuff. And that's the kind of comics I like, just fun and a bit wacky. Do like a bit of cosmic. So Facebook is down then. As I understand it, because they told everybody to go home because of the coof. They found themselves in a situation where they didn't have the appropriate technicians on site, and even some people were locked out of the building, and that's why they're all screwed up at the moment. They've only lost 6% of their share price, so it's not the end of the world, I suppose. Ooh. Oh, sorry about that, Amanda. That's a pain. But that's the trouble. We come to rely on these things, don't we? I mean, I don't get involved with an awful lot of social media. I do what I have to do, but even I find myself at a little bit of a loss, thinking, "Well, right, okay, I've got stuff to post, I've got stuff to do." I've started using WhatsApp actually for like mostly for training. So like the guys over at karate, we kind of talk to each other via that because it's easier. But I could understand how that'd be quite awkward if people are starting to rely on it. I hope you sort yourself out. Ah, right, okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know quite when it went down. Just people just started working it out. I think I was actually trying to set up this live stream through StreamYard, and noticed that the option for it to be on Facebook wasn't working, which is the first time I worked it out. Don't know if I'm going to get this whole panel done by the end, but might do. That's all that matters. All is good. Oh, something that I almost forgot to do. Tonight is vodka night because I've run out of Jack Daniels. So it's time for a vodka instead. Here you go. Salute. Indeed, yes. Yeah, bring some of those guys back. But my stuff is fun. Death is fun. What the hell? Ooh, I haven't had vodka in ages. That's really nice. Yum, yum. So, towards the end of the hour, I'll show you one of the pages that I inked this morning. I think it was this morning or yesterday. I can't remember. It's such a blur. But production is going great guns. I've got some pages from Matthew for the backup story stuff, which are lovely. He's done a great job. And I've got one more to send in, which was the pencils that I was doing last week on the stream. And I just haven't finished them yet, but they're almost done. They're almost done. So all is good. All is good. I might move that and those knuckles over. It's a great thing about being able to scan them in, do stuff digitally. You can do those fixes later. Still keep the artwork intact. Yeah, they sell lots of stuff over here. I just like the JD. I like lots of different things. That one just the one I buy goes down really well. I do like a spot of vodka though, but I'm pretty picky about the vodka. I tend to only like Smirnoff. I just think it's got a nice flavour, especially when drinking neat. My friend got me some vodka from Russia. Actually, it was from Poland, and it was a dirty colour. God, that stuff was strong. And I can kind of sink a fair amount of vodka. Not that I do it very often, but I can if I so wish. But that stuff, a couple of glasses. It's a bit like sake. Sake strong stuff. Sorry, it's me going quiet again, concentrating. Use the pen here. Okay. I wanted to see if I could get one of those animator tables, so I don't have to keep on doing this with the paper when I want to change the angle of my brush stroke. But they don't seem to be big enough. To see what I can find. Okay, so the campaign's going well. Like I said at the start, thanks to everybody who's backed it so far. I'm well over 70 backers now. That's fantastic, and it's only a couple of days in to the campaign. So fingers crossed it does well. Had a fabulous start on Michael's program. Just so grateful for the opportunity to go on there. There's a great crowd on, and they really wanted to see the book do well, which was lovely. And it got through its first hurdle that night straight away. I was stunned actually at the response. Really is it's quite humbling when people are that interested in your work, keen to see it. It's great. Makes it all worthwhile. But obviously, I will need it to do better than that. We're gonna have to go a little way yet to break even. Should be okay. I mean, hopefully I'll get some repeat custom from the first time round. I've already had actually 20 backers back the feature perk, which is book 1 and book 2. So that's quite promising actually. I'm gonna have to put those spikes in. This is where whiteout comes in. I use for whiteout I use Posca pins. Posca. Shout out to Peter Pomiati for putting me onto the Posca pens. First time he spoke about them, I couldn't get hold of them. And I had to get something else. It just was nowhere near as good. I almost gave up because whiteout is a big deal. And I eventually got some Posca pens, and they're brilliant. I mean, it's not perfect. No, nothing ever is when you're inking traditionally. That's the whole point. But they are superb. Make all the difference. Okay. Bonk. Okay. So I end up fill that top bit in a minute. Okay. Put in the buckle. do some filling in. I use a Pentel pocket pen for this. Just got really good coverage. Nice feel, but the brush just isn't as good as the other Pentel pens, which is why I don't use it for the line work. You can fill in little bits and bobs with it as you go through, because it's still a brush pen, but it's just not as comfortable drawing with it. Okay, can't ignore my vodka. Close to being able to talk again. Concentrating on this. Right. Okay. Let's fill that in. And get some white out going. So use another one of these Posca pens. Get it going. Sometimes you have to lay down several layers. Should really give them time to dry, and then they work properly. Okay. Yeah, works. then after that you can a bit of leather. Okay. So where are we? 22. Hi, Jero. Thank you very much. Thanks for turning up. Always amazed at people wanting to come and watch me draw. Let's get this in. Draw his hand in. Might actually be able to finish this tonight. These boots will take a little bit longer. So I might just go down to the boots tonight. Just down to the boots. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I just fill that in. Probably be enough for tonight. Oh, I'm not sure about that, but thank you very much, Dave. So we just fill this in down to the boots, because the boots will take a little bit longer. It's much broader lines than the rest of it. I think I'm going to have to fill this up again soon. Filling up these ink pens is a bit of a faff. A bit of a pain in the arse. It gets quite mucky sometimes. But I just can't be doing with the brush, with the sable. I got one the other day or a couple of weeks back, and I just can't seem to manage the load of ink. It doesn't seem to work for me. Whereas the brush pens, I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. What's the time? 1:45. Hi, Derek. Thank you very much for turning up. Thank you. Richard, hello. Look at that. Well, okay, all right. I've got time. I'll finish the boots. Got some stuff there going on. I'll finish the boots, show you before I go. I'll show you the might need another pen for that. I'll show you that the pencils that I was doing last week, because they're nearly finished. The brush out for this one. Okay, fill that in, drop of white out. Here we go. So that's that done. There you go. I'll zoom the camera in flat. There we go. There he is. So that's that part of the page done. What I'll do, I said I was going to show you a piece of art today, is I've got a whole bunch of other pages here. It's one that I did earlier on today. So I'll just get it out so you can, so it's not shining. So I was quite pleased with this one, especially the drawing down the bottom right there. Quite pleased, it's a good page. Had to do, first time in absolutely ages, I had to photocopy something to put it down at the bottom because I was doing original art. I will probably duplicate that digitally, but I wanted the actual piece on the page for whoever might get the artwork. So there's that one. Thank you, Doris. Thank you, Jarrow. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll show you. Just change the camera a little bit. I'll show you the pencils that I was doing last week. I should have them finished tomorrow for Matthew to finish off. Digital. There we go. So there's those pencils. I did them. So last week they were this. I don't know if you remember. If anybody was watching, anybody on the replay, if you're watching this, you've seen that. So pretty close to finishing that off now. All I've got to do is just pop in the pulsars and the space station, then send that off to Matthew. And the background will be like a composite filtered sort of universe shot. So I'm not getting Matthew to do that. I'll just lay that in at colours. So there you go. That's what's going on there. And I'm going to turn it in early tonight. Thank you, Derek. Thank you. I'm going to turn it in early tonight. I'm going to finish my vodka. Cheers, everybody. Thank you to everybody who's turned up to watch me draw ink tonight. Again, next week, most likely inking. I've got some other bits and pieces that I've got to come. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. I've got some other client stuff that I've got to do, but I'm still constantly inking. So I would imagine I'll be inking some more pages next week. Again, I don't want to ink the pages. I'll specifically leave a page that I can ink on camera, because as much as Jim was saying he doesn't take all that much notice, there are certain pages that kind of like give the game away to certain elements, which I don't want to be giving away just yet. So next week I will be inking. Anybody who hasn't gone and taken a look, please go take a look at the campaign. Like I said, I've done really well so far. Thank you to everybody who's backed. Thank you to everybody who's shared or looked at the campaign. Just if it's not your kind of thing, if you could just give it a share, that would be fantastic. And then hopefully somebody else might see it who is their thing. So it's designed to be a fun romp of a book. So give it a look. For all other things, artwork, you can go to russleach.com or comicbookblackbelt.com. You can obviously find me on the YouTube channel. If you can, subscribe to the channel. That would be great. Like, share the videos. You can find me on Instagram, on the Twitter, on the Fleecebook, over on Minds. And if you're not signed up to the email list, maybe give it a sign up. You can find that on any of my websites. So once again, thanks to everybody who dropped by to watch me draw and talk and drink vodka. And I think that's about it from me. So Thanks very much, and I'll leave you with Only Death Can Save Us. Thanks very much, and I'll see you again in Dojo real soon. Cheers.